Unconditional love, forgive and forget. I remember there was a Shabbat a few months ago where the speaker said that we need to forgive and forget. And I was thinking, I can understand forgiving, but forgetting? What? Forgetting? How are you supposed to grow from the situation? How are you not supposed to make the same mistakes over and over again? So I thought to myself, I'm going to let it simmer for a while. And recently, it came to me. I realized, and I kind of knew this a little bit, when you don't forget, you are drawing that energy back onto the person. It's almost like you're drawing it from the upper world and be like, bah! That's what I remember you as. So when the person comes to you, that energy is attached to them, and whatever is attached to that energy is attaching to them. So you kind of like, when you're not forgetting, you're still in the small way. Of course, when you're not forgiving, you're taking a bigger portion, being like, go, and you're constantly doing it, But if you're forgetting, then you're allowing the person to be clean of that energy. You're giving them a chance for redemption. You're opening the doors to a whole new area of that person. Some people say people can't change. Totally disagree. I think that people can totally transform and become a whole new person from day to night. Depends on the light of the creator and the connection to the light of the creator and all that stuff. And then we lead into unconditional love. One of the things that bothered me was when parents would say, I unconditionally love my child. And I thought to myself, if they're not, you love them under the condition that they're your child. So to me, I saw it as not as a form of unconditional love. Voila, I was wrong. Within a confine of a specific, you can have unconditional love for that element. So a parent can have unconditional love. Their child may murder a million people, and that's my child. I'm sorry. Try to stop and put him in a cage. I don't know. But, they still have that love for that child. Jason. The first Friday the 13th, come on, so you have that element within the confines of that reality. Now, when you look at the spans, we are infinite human beings, we're infinite beings of light. We return over and over again to learn lessons, to teach lessons, to commune with one another, to grow as spiritual beings of light in order to unite the oneness of the Creator, in order to heal the brokenness and the darkness that is the sadness of a broken light of the Creator. What? Deeper secrets. But so we arrive at that remembrance of unconditional love. So I think that that's why it's painful for people who can be a little bit more connected to the spiritual world when friends fall away, because it's like, I have that connection regardless of what you did, what you would do, what you would say. Regardless, I believed that this would never end, and when it ends, it's like you're totally confused because your compass is completely shifted in a way, and you're thinking to yourself, am I opposite of what people are thinking? Should I be cutting people out and just negating them or not? And it just shakes you as a human being from your spiritual perspective. Ultimately, you come back to the teachings, for me, of the prodigal son, and you look at yourself as the parent. My role as an entity in this world is to be a parent to humanity, a messiah, as some would say. 207, 1977, Mary, Joseph, Angel. The documents are all there. But moving on from that direction, and the dossier, but whatever, we're not going to get into that right now, right? That's not my coming out yet video. So unconditional love, that's forget, so that person is clean, and it gives you an easier way to have a communion with that person and to have unconditional love with that person. It's very, ultimately, we're supposed to forgive everything. I know that that's like a very difficult thing to do as we evolve into the age of Aquarius and into the age of forgiveness, into the age of unity. We're supposed to move forward and allow the light of the Creator to handle it, to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna give love, and that's their story, and that's their issue, and that's, you deal with them on your own case, but I'm gonna stand on the side of love, and I'm going to say there's a redemption to that person, there's love to that person, and I'm going to speak good things on behalf of that person. And that may seem really controversial to people. That may seem really like, how could you love horrible, horrible people? And ultimately, it's because we're all part of a tapestry of a story so that we can learn and grow as a whole. So these people, these points are important in the movement as a society. I know that's very difficult to understand because there's so many other elements into it, but at least that's scratching the surface. Do you agree? Do you disagree that love really is the only answer? If we want to survive, if we want to thrive, if we want to live into other planets and colonize and commune with other races, hello, Nars. And what's beyond the veil. It's like a South Park episode, you know what I mean? So then we need to come to love. I think South Park really broke it down for us very easily if you're a South Park fan. But ultimately, it's about love. It's about trying as hard as you can, and however you can, in whatever direction you know, call your angels. And if you have anger, if you have bitterness in your heart, just be like, just let it go. I don't want it anymore. I want love. I just want love. And love in the world. Love for everyone. The people I disagree with, the people I agree with, the people that hate me, the people who love me. Just love. That's it. That's the answer. So that's the message from the Messiah. Yes, I am the Messiah. And I've come to save you all. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity.